Hey everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Now, with under 2 weeks until bonus XP weekend comes up, I thought I'd make a short video on things that you could be doing, personal suggestions of mine, and just different strategies of how to figure out what it is that you should really be doing during bonus XP weekend. There's a million different options out there, and it can be very difficult to really pinpoint what it is that you think you should be doing, and that's the goal of this video. Real quick side note though, everything you're actually going to watch in this video, as far as the picture of it, it's all just going to be some Dungeoneering gameplays of mine, a couple hard mode floors. It really doesn't have anything to pertain to the video itself, so if you don't care to watch it and you want to do something else, feel free to minimize the video and just listen to everything I have to say. But if you want to watch it, then by all means, I hope you enjoy it. And now, so jumping right into it, from my opinion anyway, there's 4 different things that you can do during bonus XP weekend. You can try to save money, you can make money, you can save time, and you can save yourself. And I'll go through all of these one by one and talk about what I mean by that. When I say save money, it's pretty obvious. I mean spending your time during bonus XP weekend training skills that normally cost a lot of money. Obviously, because you're getting twice as much experience for each action, you should be saving about twice as much money. Now that isn't always the case because, of course, when bonus XP weekend comes, prices of a lot of supplies and materials for different skills rise in price because there's a big demand for them. Everyone wants to be training those skills in order to save money. But as long as you're not spending twice as much as you normally would, you'll still be saving money in the long run, and that's a great way to be spending bonus XP weekend. Skills that would be perfect candidates for this would be things like herblore, summoning, construction. Sadly, though, prayer doesn't count, or I shouldn't say doesn't count, but prayer is not very efficient to train during bonus XP weekend. The reason for that is because of the bonuses that you're allowed to do, or allowed to make use of, I guess, the bonuses that stack with bonus XP weekend. Using bones on a gilded altar or at the Ectofuntus don't stack. Those bonuses don't stack with bonus XP weekend, meaning if you use dragon bones on a gilded altar, you'll only get twice the experience as opposed to burying them. Well, when you use them on a gilded altar normally, you'd get 3.5 times the experience. If you use them through the Ectofuntus in Port Phastasmus, you'll get 4 times the experience. The reason, I guess, Jagex's logic behind all of this is just that they have these bonuses integrated into the game for a reason, and it would just be kind of overpowered if you could get like times 8% bonus so easily during bonus XP weekend for prayer, especially considering they consider the main method of training the skill to be through burying bones. If you look at free-to-play, the only way they have to train prayer is through burying bones or through using cremation, which was unlockable during the past Halloween event. So prayer is basically like not an option for bonus XP weekend if you want to be efficient. Really quick though, because I was talking about bonuses that don't work, I'm going to talk about bonuses that do work. Any sort of worn outfit, like the outfits from Treasure Hunter that'll give you a 5% bonus experience, the Lava Flow Mine suit, Black Ibis suits, those will all work. I believe clan avatars will work, and brawling gloves as well will work. So, of course, if you have prayer brawling gloves and you want to go bury bones in the wilderness, then that would give you times 8%, or not times 8%, times 8 bonus experience as to what you would normally get burying them, which would be amazing. Of course, they're a super rare drop, and I'm sure there are so few people with them for it to really be considered that overpowered that's why they don't really include prayer in the bonus experience. Again, cleansing crystals, because cleansing crystals from Prifddinas are scaled to be similar XP per hour and GP per XP. Those are not included in bonus experience weekend. Those do not receive the bonus. But of course, if you just want to bury bones, then sure, go for it. But that's generally my ideas for things you would want to train to save money. And again, it's always a good idea to stock up on your supplies beforehand for multiple reasons. One is that if you don't have anything beforehand, there is the 4-hour limit with the Grand Exchange, and it might be difficult to get all of the supplies you want to use. Second of all, there's going to be a lot of competition for them if there isn't already, which I'm sure there is. So you might be paying more than you were expecting to. Now, granted that it is only like just under 2 weeks before bonus experience weekend, prices are still inflated, I believe. I haven't checked every item, but they're probably more than they were before. It's just a good idea to stock up on them beforehand. Another great idea of things you can do beforehand is to make sure that all of your farming plots have a relatively high tier plant in them. The reason for this is because if it's already planted before bonus XP weekend starts, then once it starts, you can start doing some farming runs, get some major gains in farming. Farming is generally considered a slower skill just because of the time you have to wait for your plants to grow. But if you look at farming from just the time you spend actually running around, then it's really a pretty quick skill. Of course, you have to spread that out over months to get where you want to go unless you're doing warbands. So this is kind of something you can do to save money and time, is to just jump into doing some farming runs, whether you're only doing like like willows or maples, or whether you want to jump all the way up to doing yews and magics and you're doing like all sorts of high level farming plots, then by all means, farming is an awesome skill to be working on during bonus experience weekend. But anyway, that's going to be enough for talking about if you want to save money, suggestions of things you could do. I also mentioned making money. Really, the only thing I mean by this is taking time to merchant or do things like that, which would be better ways of making money than not during bonus experience weekend. Really, the only reason you would want to be making money during bonus XP weekend is if you could be making more during that time than you could during any other time. Otherwise, it's just kind of a waste. You're missing out on so much bonus experience. I'm sure there are many, many people who have already invested in items and have begun selling out on their stock for bonus XP weekend of things like supplies, etc. And typically during the weekend, because there's just so much hype of people wanting to get their items quickly, sell off what they make to buy more, there's probably going to be a lot wider margins than you would normally see in a lot of things. I'm not going to say any items I think would be good for multiple reasons. The first reason is that I have very, very little experience merchanting during bonus experience weekend. I don't think I've ever actually tried to flip during bonus XP weekend. I've always just focused on getting experience gains. The second reason would be if I did have an item in mind that I thought would work out really well, and then I suggested in this video, say only 10 people watch this video, and 8 of them decide to take some of their time to flip that item. That's 8 people on top of the normal amount of people that are going to be trying to flip different items, all competing over the same item, undercutting and overcutting each other and just shrinking the margin. So anything I suggest really wouldn't work out for that reason. But I'm sure if you take a little time to experiment and see what does work, then you could make some money merchanting during bonus XP weekend. And if that's what you want to do, then I wish you the best of luck. Other suggestions could be for money making, I guess. I've heard that frost dragons, if I can speak properly, have actually been really crowded recently, and it's been very difficult to make as much profit as you could if they weren't crowded. So maybe if you wanted to really go for a stretch and see if you can make a little more money there than usual, then go for it. If you're a lower leveled player that really struggles making money, this could be a good idea. I don't know. And moving on to the third topic, I said saving time. By this, I mean training skills that normally just have generally lower XP per hour rates. And these would be skills like agility, divination, even fishing to some degree. Skills like that you just know that it takes a lot of hours to really get a lot of experience in. Now, of course, you'll get twice as much experience during bonus XP weekend. And this weekend is really just a time to just go all out and go ham and just train as much as you can, because any time that you put in will be rewarded twice as much as what you normally would be, obviously, but it's something that people don't always consider. So if there's a skill that you would normally only get like 40, 50k XP per hour, you can boost that up to 80 to 100k XP per hour. And that's a significant boost, especially to a slow skill that would normally take you weeks to get as far as you wanted to with. Something like this will really give you a good head start. moving on to the last topic, I talked about saving yourself. By this, I really just mean training skills that you hate, skills you really do not like spending time on, whether it's just something that you don't enjoy or just something that you by all means can't stand. For some people, that's mining. For other people, it's agility. Bonus XP weekend is a great time to focus your efforts on those skills because typically, well, I shouldn't say typically. There's really multiple reasons people might not like a skill, whether it's because they just don't like the mechanics of it, they don't like how it's trained, or they don't like it because it's slow and they don't feel like they're making any progress. Bonus XP weekend is a great time to knock those out. If you don't like it because it's slow, then of course you'll be getting twice as much experience. You might start to like training and doing bonus XP weekend. If you don't like it because you just hate the actions of the skill, then really just focusing on grinding it out in bonus XP weekend instead of any other time will just set you so far ahead. And if you can't stand training the skill for a certain length of time, then this is just like the perfect time to be working on that as opposed to anything else. And with that, that's really all I have to say about bonus XP weekend and the different mindsets you can have going into it, whether you want to save money, save time, or save yourself. As far as what I'm personally going to be doing during bonus XP weekend, I kind of have a combination of making money and saving time. I plan on spending bonus XP weekend selling Dungeoneering floors. I've recently gotten a rank in the Keyers Friends chat, which sells Dungeoneering floors. Costs 1.25 mil for an abandoned floor, 1.5 mil for an occult floor, 2 mil for a warped floor, and 2.25 mil for a high warp floor. Selling during, I shouldn't say selling, but the Friends chat prices during bonus XP weekend are 1.5 times what they normally would be. So anyone looking to buy floors would be saving money as well and saving time because it's not charging the full 2 times the price, even though you would be getting 2 times the experience. So it's really a win-win for everybody. The reason I plan on doing this is frankly just because I want to be making some money. I've had a lot of monetary losses recently, and I want to be working to get that back. Also, I do want to get a lot of Dungeoneering experience. My next 200 mil will definitely be Dungeoneering. Hopefully, we'll be selling floors the whole way there. And I just find that this is going to be a great opportunity for me to really just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And with that, that's really all I have to say for this video. Hope you have a fantastic day. I hope that anything you plan on doing during bonus XP weekend is a great success. I hope you have a lot of great gains. If you have any sort of feedback for me, any questions, anything along those lines, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will get back to you. I will tell you my opinion on whatever it is that you're asking. And I just hope that you guys have a fantastic time. Stay happy, and I'll see you in my next video.